In this video, we will deal with sequential circuits. What are sequential circuits? Sequential circuits means there are two types of circuit: combinational circuits and sequential circuit. Within the combinational circuit, full adder, half adder, subtractor, multiplexer comes under those. But in sequential circuit, we will deal with latches and flip-flops. Now the question arises that what are latches? What are flip-flops? Why do we use them? So latches are storage devices that are used to store one bit of data. Now we will deal about what is the difference between latches and flip-flops. As we know that they are used to store data, then how they work, what are the differences, what are the similarities, we will talk in this video. So first difference is that it works on enable signal. What? Latches works on enable signal. Flip-flops work on clock signal. What? Flip-flop works on clock signal. The first difference is. The second difference is latches are faster than flip-flops. So these are faster. Why? The question is why the latches are faster? Because they do not require clock signals. It does not require clock signal to work. But these are relatively slower than latches because it requires clock signal. Third difference is these are constructed with logic gates. We know that the logic gates are NAND gate, NOR gate, AND gate, OR gate, like that, and NAND, OR and NOR. These are constructed with clocks as well as gates, both. We need both clocks and gates. The clocks are same, gates are same as in this AND, NAND, OR and NOR. So constructed with gates and clock. These are simpler to design, these are complex to design. Complex. Now the fifth difference is these are known as asynchronous devices. Now the question arises that what is asynchronous devices? The devices that require no clock signal to work are known as asynchronous devices, but the devices that require clock signal to work, those devices are known as synchronous devices. Means it needs clock signal. As this is the first difference. Okay, only the difference is that these are known as asynchronous, these are known as synchronous. Now the sixth difference is that these are known as level sensitive devices. Level sensitive devices, as it requires level triggering technique, because it requires level triggered technique. But this is known as age sensitive. We will talk in the next videos about this. We will talk this in detail. We will talk about the various waveforms that are needed. Okay, these are known as age sensitive devices because it needs age triggering technique. Is triggered technique. Now The seventh difference is these are known as transparent devices because its output changes immediately when we change the input. Output changes immediately when input changes, and this means the difference is when we talk about the latches, its output changes from, means if we change the output, the input immediately changes. But when talking about flip-flops, when we go from low to high, from high to low, the clock signal will cause flip-flop either changes its output or retain it depending upon its input signal. So it requires input signal, input signal and take some time to change and take some time to change as it waits for its clock it waits for clock because of clock, as it is stated here that it is slower and it is faster. The reason this is the example of latches are SR latches, D latches. The example of flip-flops are SR flip-flops, JK flip-flops, T flip-flops and D flip-flops. These are some example of flip-flops. So in this video we have cleared the differences between latches and flip-flops. In upcoming videos we will talk about them in detail so that every concept is clear to you, and we will try to summarize everything, but everything will be clear to you. That's it. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.